Welcome to the brand new Carthage files. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, and there's a reason for that. I've been rethinking the format of this particular brand inside Code America. Here's how the new Carthage files is going to work. It's going to be more of less about me speaking my mind about things. That's what the rants are for, and more about giving you evidence to support a conversation among you YouTubers or among your friends. And the first one that I decided to choose is, well, an interesting one at that. You see, as you can tell, I'm a vast believer in the quality and uniqueness of the anime genre. I do not care what genre or country the anime is, I just love the whole darn thing. Well, over the last 3.5 years, there's been a change in television happening. Many shows from the 80s and 90s that were thought to be good, or many ideas from the 80s and 90s, whether it be in comic books, video games, movies, you name it, are starting to become in vogue. I started look I started looking for one common denominator in this, and strangely, I found one, and it was right at my own back door. It was my beloved show, Code Lyoko, and partially the birth of sites like YouTube and how these shows like it can pop up on the internet, find a fan base, and end up sparking somewhat of a cultish revolution. So, the question is simply this. Is Code Lyoko the Pied Piper of a new anime and, in general, kids TV revolution? Well, let me give you the evidence to back up the fact that maybe it is. See, TV was much different in 2002. Teen Titans was running amok. Ben 10 was still a young brat, and Jenny Tomakovsky was still viewed as one of animation's greatest gods. Disney could only make good movie out of Pixar, and DreamWorks hadn't become DreamWorks yet. Likewise, Likewise, the TV landscape was completely different. Not riddled with as many reality shows, but the reality explosion was pretty much on the bubble. And in terms of kids' networks, there was a diverse dichotomy of shows on both Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network filling the airwaves. SpongeBob had just slightly got started, and this whole notion of let's entertain them quickly wasn't in wasn't in massive vogue yet. Sure, Toonami was Toonami was in the peak of its power, kinda, on the downswing, and many networks had bought into the old anime craze that was sparked in the late 90s. Code Lyoko, however, was different in that it wasn't entirely anime, and it's not entirely not. It was just this oddity of a TV show that found its fan base but couldn't really find its real home. By the time that Cartoon Network stupidly removed it in 2005, the rest of the movie and TV industry had strangely gravitated towards CGI in a mass exodus, knowing that hand-drawn animation was not the future. Hell, why do you think Disney bought Pixar for, and why the hell do you think they bought LucasArts right now? But over that time frame, show, shows that have become less about good writing and character and more about funny prop jokes have popped up. Adventure Time, regular show, and the SpongeBob disease has almost become a full-blown epidemic of stupid proportions, spreading all over TV like the latest form of malware on the internet. But a strange thing started happening around 2009. You see, Code Lyoko ad found a home on the cable on demand service Pavilion, and the fan base was letting them know they liked it sudden fierce. Anime was getting back in vogue thanks to many a website, mostly Netflix, starting its streaming service and featuring anime on it. But many studios started to buy into the what is old is new again retro craze that had started. So rumors had started popping up about Thundercats, Voltron, possibly other shows from that age turning back from the dead. And yes, even the classic Teen Titans even had its name hinted at. But it wasn't until 2010 that all these things started to fall into place, and retro shows were becoming the in thing, not just in animation, but in TV in general. Look at how many shows have popped up in the last 3 years that are reboots of classic series. Hawaii Five-O, for instance, a new Knight Rider for goodness sakes. Classic game shows like Let's Make a Deal and the Newlywed Game suddenly popped back up from TV's gravesite. Hell, even the WWE resurrected Saturday night's main event in this similar vein. But it wasn't until 2011 that the retro craze had hit the anime genre hard. You see, in 2011, late, if you went to Code Lyoko's website back in the day, you would find nothing there. You would find a picture saying something about Code Lyoko Evolution in the upcoming year of 2012, teasing about new things upcoming. I found this out through my Facebook page that I have connected to Code Lyoko through the creators. I like them, essentially. But after Code Lyoko's sudden announcement of return, other shows from my childhood started to respring in an almost too coinky-dink. Thundercats, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even the Power Rangers got a new contract by Nickelodeon, a show that I've supported for 20 years among others. Combine that with the sudden re-interest in old franchises like Scooby Doo, and even this year the announced return return of Sailor Moon next year, among other successful shows like Voltron Force, and even the second stage of the Avatar story, The Legend of Korra, that's airbenders, not blue smurf people. People combined with other retro shows that are in the pipeline as we speak, including a new Teen Titans series entitled Teen Titans Go that will premiere next year on Cartoon Network. Com- Combine that with the sudden and earth-shattering return of the infamous and world-famous Toonami block earlier this year, and you pretty much see a return of the old ways. Could, by accident, Code Lyoko start a ripple effect that would ripple all the way through TV, ultimately leading to its ultimate return and ultimately possibly leading to it being at the top of the heap. Now it's time for you to come in. Send me video responses or leave comments down at the bottom on how you feel about this possible new revolution in not only the anime genre but TV. If your responses are good enough and smart enough, meaning cuss words at a minimum and keep your stupidity at a minimum too, I may personally respond to them with a video comment. This is the third phase of the brand new Code America about reacting, and I hope this first Carthage file gets a good reaction. Now it's up to you. Live life by the code, and remember, when there's a topic to be told about, come to Carthage first. You might be interested in what you find here.